Hi, Krešimir.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
First of all, thank you very much for taking the time to have this discussion with me. I know you, but I want to start with you telling us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What you do?
Sure. I'm the CEO of a Canonical SEO Agency based in Zagreb, Croatia. I work with one of my colleagues, Tinju Dajek. He was also at your conferences. Basically, we're like a small boutique agency. We work primarily in the region, sometimes outside, but mostly in the region. We also organize Croatia SEO Summit, which is a SEO conference in Šibenik, Croatia. This year it's 11th and 12th June, 2 days, sun, sea, cocktails, SEO. So that's pretty great. And that's basically the shortest I can do.
Great, no worries. I'm gonna make you go into details on
sure.
one of those things. So you said you are the CEO of an agency. So I would like to ask you first, what services do you offer with your agency? Do you full service or SEO? Are you focused on something niche down? What is your approach?
It's mostly SEO, full service, on page, off page, everything. We also do like PPC and other stuff as well, but that's not our main thing. Our main thing is SEO. We're pretty known and not gonna be falsely. How do you say it? A lot of people know about us from the SEO world because we also organized SEO meets all the time. We kind of stopped with that because it takes a while and we're really busy right now, but we're going to try to push them back up. So creating communities. We also have SEO Hrvatska Facebook group, although Facebook is kind of dying off in a sense. All of the reach, even within the groups, is really bad. So we're trying to see where we can move that community and see if we can maybe expand it. But there's loads and loads of really smart people there. This is actually what we did first, and this is where we got the idea to create the conference, because we talked with a lot of very, very smart people. We saw that there was like a hole in the region with like more professional SEO conferences. And that's basically it. So on-site, off-site, technical, it depends on the website, but that's mostly it, and a little bit of PPC.
Great. So I know you for, I think it's 4 years now since the first time we met, and I'm curious, that's where you actually also started Canonical, almost, right, that year when we met?
No, we started 2.5 years ago, actually.
2.5 years ago. So I would like to know, how do you see the things involved in these 2.5 years since you started Canonical?
I mean, kind of, how do you mean? Like within
what changed for you in terms of the way you have to provide the service? What's changed for the clients, how they are reporting to you?
I mean, not actually a lot in a sense, but a lot in another sense. One of our main reasons for starting the conference and doing like education about SEO and so on is because a lot of companies still don't see it as an important channel. So it's still like incredibly weird that some companies completely disregard SEO, even though it's like 53% or whatever of global internet traffic. Social gets way more, with just 5%, and they get way more voting power on everything, and firms know they need it. But with SEO, it's still, we first have to explain to clients what we're doing actually, which might kind of be SEO's fault, in the sense that maybe there's some SEOs who try to put a magic veil over what they do, and then companies are confused, and then they maybe feel like they're getting scammed. Because the agencies don't explain how SEO works well, or they can't attribute well, or whatever. So yeah, this is what we're still doing. This is something that hasn't changed, but I would think that it would change over time. It still hasn't. Regarding client work, we can do a lot more now with AI, of course, with agents and so on. But somehow, the more we use it, the more busy we are. It's not like, okay, I can just push in, like create an agent that does SEO audits and then just go and drink cocktails all day, every day. You have to reiterate all the time. You have to check. You have to. Somehow, I'm spending way more time on SEO than ever, and it's kind of the same amount of deliverables. So I'm not maybe they're more high quality in the sense that I can automate the really boring and stupid stuff, but I'm not sure if the most important deliverables have changed all that much. Especially in regards with link building, because that's way harder to automate. In link building, you have to form connections with certain either media or journalists or blogs or whomever. So that's not something you automate easily. And also, I'm kind of the opinion that if it can be if what you do can be automated, like so you don't do anything, you're probably doing something a bit wrong.
Yeah. I was actually reading the other day from another agency owner exactly this. Since the AI automation, I'm working more because I'm trying to optimize those agents, and I end up working more hours than I did before. So I would like to come back to the initial question and have a follow-up. You, as the agency owner, I assume you're responsible also for bringing your clients. And I know that's something that a lot of SEO agencies are struggling with, getting clients. So how is your sales process? How are you acquiring clients?
I don't know, actually. It's because we do the conference, we have the community. We go on conferences all the time of other of our colleagues, like WhitePress, and basically people just find out about us. We don't really even have like a normal website. Our website is some like WordPress template I did like 2 or 3 years ago, just so we have something, just one page with the most basic info, because we didn't have time to. Now we're doing a rebrand and creating a new website. We got someone for that, but mostly it was word of mouth. So people just knowing about you or seeing your case studies on LinkedIn. People go through LinkedIn all the time, and I think it's like a combination of factors. The attribution is really weird, because someone can, I don't know, see a LinkedIn post and then maybe see one of your blog posts and see you at the conference, and then they find out that we have our own conference, and then after like 5 months, they're like, hey, I saw you guys somewhere. And we can't really attribute what was the thing that created the sale where they got to us. But I think it's more important than ever for every kind of brand, especially agencies, to work on personal branding and to be present everywhere, wherever it makes sense. So even like stupid stuff like Google, having a Google business profile, that works. Having your own like blog, working on your LinkedIn, maybe having a Substack, maybe we also have a newsletter, maybe creating like some sort of SEO meet or something similar in your own country or in your own city. So basically just being present wherever you can, and people will naturally get to know you and want to work with you.
Yeah. So you touched on something, and you have a lot of experience in organizing the SEO meetups. I've been to, back in the days before it was Croatia, SEO Summit, I was at your meetup. What would be your advice for somebody who wants to start organizing a SEO meetup where he is? If he's in a big city or somewhere where there's not another one, what would be the advice to start doing that, SEO meetups?
Well, first of all, like kind of get ready for disappointment. That's the first thing with any venture. When we created the SEO meetup, a lot of people told us they will come. We actually had just 2 people. It was me, Tin, and 2 more people. Then later on, we had 10, 20, 30, 60, 70, and so on. But the first time it was a couple of people, and it did kind of suck, but we were like, whatever, we're just gonna keep doing this. So just don't let like disappointment push you down and make you stop. Like try to communicate with people wherever you can. Maybe create like a Facebook group, like a LinkedIn group, maybe, I don't know, on Slack, on WhatsApp, whatever. Just like talk with people, tell them, yeah, I have a WhatsApp group for SEOs in my country. We want to join. We like share case studies and stuff. This is what we did for SEO Hrvatska. And I think people will naturally come, and then if you create like an event, maybe not a lot of people will come the first time, but then you're gonna get there over time. Just don't give up.
Consistency is key. Yeah. I remember you guys were doing it in the beginning once a month, right?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. So when it comes to, in SEO right now, AI, it's a big topic. So I would like to know a little bit your perspective in which processes are you using AI at the moment in your agency, if you can share with us.
Sure. We do it. We use it a lot for like even basic strategies. So just like we have like an idea, maybe creating, I don't know, let's say a lead-based website for car insurance or whatever. We just write up in the AI what we want to do, and then it gives us like maybe a really basic show of how the market works and how it looks, and that helps us a lot. Then like creating specific tools for our clients. So if there's like recently I spent, I don't know, like 10 days or something and a shitload of credits to create an internal linking tool, which would create links based on Google search impressions from the Google Search Console and so on. And I basically could have done that in way less time myself. It's not that big of a website. I could have probably done it in an hour or two.
But now you can use the tool on other websites as well, I assume.
Of course. So creating tools, also like helping us with specific audits or like really specific niche stuff. If we have to go over like loads of information, loads of data, of course, before you had to use like Python and so on. Now it's way easier and way more direct in a way where you don't really have to think about but you of course have to check after everything that AI does. I still don't trust it basically at all. Yep. The last vote should always be on the person. Just recently I was going over a DNS problem with one of the clients, and the AI said like sometimes we chat, sometimes we use it in other ways, but it said that the whole website was blocked. And basically what happened, it was blocked for the AI. And it said to me that I need to contact the client immediately. Everything's blocked, like this needs to be fixed. And someone who maybe didn't understand what was happening would contact the client, and they would probably have issues later on.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are basic. We don't use it for like communication with people. So like automating on LinkedIn or on emails, cold emails, and so on. That's all as personal as we can when we do it, because I think people see and understand. It's really easy to see if it's like some kind of bot, and people you're just gonna lose any brand you have, if you have any, and people are not gonna trust you long term, I think. So we avoid it for that one specific thing.
And what about your boutique agency? So you are also involved in hands-on working with the website. So when you get a new project, what is the first thing that you do for a new project for SEO?
It's always basically an audit, either a technical audit, the technical, or basically like strategy, technical, everything on site and off site. But if the client is in link building, then it depends also on the markets. We have to do like basically a backlink audit and strategy. where we have to see, okay, where we're gonna maybe buy links or use digital PR, or in which countries, for which pages, and so on. So basically the strategy is always the first part and always the most expensive part. And a lot of clients have amazing results after just implementing the first changes, and then they don't really need like something really hands-on for a long time. And then we basically, if it's technical, we go over to links, or if it's links, we go over to technical. And if the client is really happy with our service, then they just leave, and that's fine. That happens. Some agencies try to keep them in an artificial way. They tell them, try to upsell them on many different services, and that might work in the short term, I think. But after a while, it's better to have clients who are so happy with your work, which happens with us. They're so happy with your work that they always like recommend you to their friends, to other companies. So I could either like maybe make a few thousand euros on having like some client
stay another 2-3 months,
or bring in like a big
recommendations from him,
recommendations from him, bring me like 5 or 10 other clients.
That makes total sense, definitely. And I believe, like you said, that's why word of mouth is such a big channel of acquisition for you. And we have a few minutes left. I'll have one more question regarding the AI topic. What about AI content? Are you doing it? Are you optimizing with AI the content? How is your relationship with it?
We basically don't even do content. We sometimes do a little bit, but that's not our main thing. Our main thing is like a strategy and links and stuff like that. But when we do content, it's mostly in the way that we explore, like create topical maps, create outlines, then send them to clients and make them write up the content. Because they understand the industry way better. We could have like someone from our company exploring the industry really well, but that would take too much time. It would just be better to have the client do it. They have personal experience, which runs really well on AI. They know like really specific things, really specific numbers that they can put in, and so on. And they can use AI for like the main body of the text in a way, but you should always go over it, fix it, add original info, look out for the tone of voice, because AI tone of voice is really bad. So try to like write in your own style. And I would use it, but we use it mostly for if we do create content, for instance, for digital PR. Then we use AI for compressing information, finding interesting stories for digital PR, like taking huge data sets and then creating like blog posts from that and guest posts and so on.
Great. And I have one last question for you, because you are the organizer of Croatia SEO Summit. So I would like for you to tell me 3 reasons why somebody should join Croatia SEO Summit.
The first one would be that it's a curated list of speakers. We don't even have like a call for speakers. It's if we heard someone on another conference, or we see that they're doing something great on LinkedIn or on Substack or somewhere else, it's basically invite only. We sometimes get in speakers in other ways, but it's mostly a curated list. We try to have like a really high top level quality of content. That's a little bit subjective, but we try our best. The second thing is, of course, like connecting travel and business. So it's in Šibenik. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's the coast, the sea.
Finally, you moved it there.
Yeah, finally. We were 2 years in Zagreb, and we were wondering, why aren't people from other countries coming to Zagreb? Like, but when someone thinks Croatia, they think sea. And the third thing is like Mark Williams Cook put us on a list of top 5, or I don't remember how many conferences in the world he's been to. For he couldn't really define why, but I think it's because we really try to have like a good community, so it's like really informal, really personal. We always go through and talk with the audience and try to connect people and try to connect with the speakers as much as we can. So try to really like create a community around it. Not just on site, but during the rest of the year as well. So people feel like they're a part of something and they are a part of something. And so they just have like a lot of fun. So it's not like something like really huge where you're just like a face in the crowd. We try, maybe sometimes we don't manage it, but we try to make everyone feel like they're really like seen there. Like we want to talk with them. We want them to be there, which is true.
Yeah.
So yeah, those would be like the top 3 things.
Great.
I think.
So I will see you at Croatia SEO Summit.
Sure.
Thank you very much for this discussion and have a nice day.
Sure. Likewise. Thanks.